going to be showing you some of my new app called KarmaWheel.app. It's on the web under KarmaWheel.app. Hello, I'm Goravani, creator of Goravani Jyotish Studio, one of the leading Vedic astrology softwares on Earth for the last 30 years. And now I've been remaking my app anew as a web app, which will run on phones, tablets, and computers. And I'm going to show you some of its features right now. What you see right now is dark mode. It also has light mode. I'm going under the menu in the upper right corner, switch to light mode, and the screen becomes much brighter. I'm going to film this video in dark mode, however. So right now it's in what's called dashboard view, which is only available on tablets and computers. It's this big view that fills the whole screen. Otherwise, on a phone, of course, it's just one column of information. And you see 3 charts across the top here. On this far right is the by wheel for natal and transits, which you select from this choices menu. Each of these 6 boxes has this choices menu of what do you want to fill that box with. Well, I have it on by wheel, natal, and transits. And that gives you this chart. It also brings up these controls at the bottom of the screen. I know you probably can't see them in this video, so I'll zoom up a bit temporarily to show you these controls. Over on the left we have the date, the year, the date, the time, now, and calc. Those control the transits that appear on this chart, the transit chart. So those dates control what appears on the chart. Then in the middle here we have a play button, and again the date, and we have a button for going back to now, and we have a slider for controlling the speed. This is a play button that allows you to watch the transits. I'm going to zoom out and click play, and you'll see that the ascendant on the outer transit wheel starts to spin, and the moon starts to move ever so slowly. That's because it's on hour. Now I'm speeding it up. So in this way you can speed it up and watch the transits spin and try to locate a transit you're interested in by going faster and slower and zeroing in on a transit visually. That's one way to find transits. It's also fun to just watch the planets spin. So I'm going to click pause or stop. And then over here we have location. The ascendant needs a location. So we have the birth city for the person whose chart it is. Current location, if you click that, it asks you for permission to use your current location. And that's good if you want it to be from the astrologer's location. Or you can select a city. Okay. Across the bottom, you see this colored bar, multiple colors. Those are the dashas. I'm going to zoom it up a bit. You see Jupiter, Saturn, Mercury, Ketu. Those are the dashas that the person goes through in life. When it's like this at ×1, or you double click on it, it goes to ×1. That fits the whole 120 years of dasha across the screen. And then each dasha becomes a small band. Right now, I'm in Ketu, which is what there's a slight little golden bar across right there. You can see actually it's green dots. That's the current situation. That's where we are right now. Um, Now, if I hold down Option and use 2 fingers to scroll, I can grow that. Now I'm going to zoom out. Now I've grown it. Now I'm scrolling it left with my fingers on the trackpad. And in this way, I've made K2 fill the whole bottom of the screen. That's my K2 dasha that I'm in. Now as I move the mouse over it, that little pop-up window tells me things. It tells me Ketu Mahadasha Rahu Antar. I'm going to zoom back into that so you can see it better. Ketu Mahadasha Rahu Antar. That's what I'm in, and you can see the date. This bar is the dates of my life. It goes into the future if you scroll right. It goes into the past if you go left. So now these little ticks and marks in the color bar below. By the way, K2 Dasha is like a tan color. These colors below are the sub-periods. Like purple is the Rahu Antar, the Rahu Bhukti sub-period. And then comes Jupiter, and it's goldenrod color. And if I go to the right, then comes Saturn Bhukti, which is a blue color, then Mercury, which is a green color. So back to where we are. We're in Ketu Rahu near the end of it. Ketu Jupiter is coming soon. We can see that visually right here. These little ticks and marks in the color bar are transit events that are coming up. Like if I point at this, it says Jupiter enters Cancer, June 1st, 2026. So that's coming up in a couple weeks, because right now it's mid-May 2026. If I scroll to the right, we see other events. Mercury stations retrograde, Mercury stations direct, more of Jupiter Antar, Venus stations, Jupiter enters Leo, Rahu enters Capricorn, Mars stations. So in this way, different planetary events are listed in the color bar, and you can find them. And then if you like one, you can click on it, and that'll jump the transits to that event. That'll jump this chart to that event. So let me click in the bar. Watch the chart. It redraws on the date that I click. See, the planets are moving forward as I click forward in time. So that bar is for finding events and clicking them and jumping the transits forward. Now, if I click on this transit chart, it zooms to fill the whole view area. And those controls all come with it. So I can hit the play button and watch the transit spin at whatever speed I choose. Or I can click in this colored bar and jump the transits to a certain day. I can option scroll, and that zooms the color bar out or in. If you zoom out and you want to go back to 120 years, just double click it and it goes back. There's also a button here, plus, which makes the bar bigger. If you click the plus and hold it down, it makes the bar bigger, or there's a minus for shrinking it. Or you can use option 2-finger scroll to grow and shrink the bar. And if the bar is on 120 years, the events are so close, it's hard to find them exactly. So that's why you want to expand the dasha that you're looking at so you can more easily differentiate the events. So that's the transit wheel, the bi-wheel, and scrubbing planetary events and dates and watching the transit wheel spin for finding transits visually. Very handy features. That chart we were looking at, by the way, I'll zoom it up again. It's called a northern wheel. And, whoops, I keep closing it. A click closes it. It's called the northern wheel, and I sort of invented it. What it is the first house is straight up. I'm Aries rising. That's why Aries is straight up in this chart. This is my chart on the inner wheel here. I have Venus in the first in Aries, Sun and Mercury in the second in Taurus. It goes counterclockwise like a north chart. So I call it a northern wheel. Because like the northern Indian chart, the first house is straight up and the houses proceed counterclockwise. This is the way the actual sky is for most people on Earth in the northern hemisphere. The signs move, the houses do not. The first house is always your eastern horizon. The 10th house is always straight up. The 4th house is always straight down. So the houses do not move. The signs move as the earth spins. The signs appear to move through the houses as the earth spins. So a northern chart most correctly mimics nature, whereas the southern chart does not. That's why I use the northern chart. It most clearly reflects the way nature works. And let me show you another cool feature in the software. I'm going to scroll the window down just a little bit, and there's this section that says, Ask anything about your chart. There's a typing box here and an answer area. This is AI, and if you have a subscription to the program, this works. And I can type a message like, what does my Saturn and Jupiter do together? It says it's thinking. And it comes up with an answer. And it's about 6 paragraphs long. Goes into some depth. And it talks about my Saturn and Jupiter. So this is a very cool feature. Chat with AI. It's rather intelligent. These AI companies have trained their AI models with all the classic and modern Jyotish books. So AI knows Jyotish pretty darn well. So it can talk pretty intelligently about your chart. Just ask it questions and see what it says. You can see all these features that the program has in it over on the left that I'm scrolling through. Relocation astrocartography, for example. The software also has Tarot, I Ching, runes, numerology, and number prashna, all for divination, different systems of divination. Prashna mode. You can get a reading for a prashna chart. It's got a Western tropical reading and various Western features here for those who use Western astrology. It comments on your medical astrology and remedies. You can compare two charts, do synastry, compatibility. It's got yogas and readings and an AI reading of your chart. A complete Varshafal chart handling with various Tajika aspects and systems. Various dasha systems, transits and hits. It's got a powerful panchang, which has holy days in it for Gaudiyas and other groups. Other Hindu groups, that is. So it's a very powerful program. It's got a free tier. You can use the software for free to make charts, see dashas, see transits, use the panchang. The only things that are locked are basically the readings. All AI features are locked, and the readings are locked to be there only for subscribers. So there's an impetus to subscribe. Subscriptions are presently $7.99 a month. $7.99 a month. Or $69 a year, which saves you $30 a year. So it's a very powerful program at a very low price. It has many more features that I haven't shown. Like, there's lots of little things like click a planet and get information about that planet, and readings and karakas for that planet. The readings that planet comes up in your chart pop up and appear. That's one place free tier does get readings, is by clicking on planets. Then you get readings for that planet. It's got 5 levels of dashas. It's very powerful. It runs on phone, tablets, and computers, both types of phones. You get to it by going to KarmaWheel.app on the web. Simply log into KarmaWheel.app, and you'll arrive at our website, which has a button that says try the app, and that takes you straight into the app. You can do that on your phone, tablet, or computer. We hope to be in the app stores eventually. It's early days right now, so we're not there yet. For now, we are distributing through our website, KarmaWheel.app. Check it out. Thanks for watching. Take care.